All right, hey guys. I'm sure there's a lot of fear and doubt and uncertainty right now in the market. I just figured I'd make a nice quick video for y'all, let y'all know what's going on in the market, okay? Um, I'm still, I guess y'all can say, y'all probably say I'm always bullish, right? But no, I mean, I could be bearish too if I see bearish signs, but yes, I am still in the hopes that we are in the bull trend. And I'm going to show you a few things why, okay? Let's go to the Bitcoin chart, okay? Um, this is the daily chart and it's looking really bad, right? On that on that Bollinger Band, it's looking very bad. Um, but if we look at the weekly candle, and I'm going to make this bigger, right? When we dipped here, oh, whoa, I didn't want to do that. When we dipped here, right? When we dipped here, I said, as long as we remain above this orange line, I remain bullish. Okay? And then we made another run up, and then we dipped again. And then again, I said, as long as we remain above this orange line, I remain bullish. Now, the moment we close a full body candle below that line, that is when I'm gonna start getting worried. All right. So again, the moment we dip down and actually close below this and create a candle below this line, then that's when I flip bearish. But right now, if you look, we went all the way back up to 67,000 and then went all the way back down again and then made a wick, but we didn't close below that line that I was talking about. We still closed above it, right? And right now, if we make this bigger, as you can see, we still don't have a candle below that orange line. So I still remain bullish. Now, the prediction of 100K by the end of this year has become slim. But what I'm predicting is if we hold that support and we bounce up, we may go all the way up to maybe 58K and then bounce back down. We may play around sideways, right? We may play around sideways. And if this thing continues to play sideways, we're going to continue to squeeze, which is actually a healthy sign as long as we're on the upper end of this Bollinger Band. When we break out of that squeeze, that's when we go to 100K. Okay? And that's why I still remain bullish. All right? Another chart that I want to show y'all is the futures chart. The weekly closed today and the futures opened back up. And look at this. I'm gonna zoom in to the 4-hour. We have just created a gap, a futures gap. And what happens usually when there's a gap? It needs to be filled. And in order for this gap to be filled, that means what? Bitcoin has to recover back up all the way to 51,500, almost $51,600 in order to fill this gap. So if that happens, then we made a nice strong rebound from when we fell all the way down to 42K during this weekend, which futures wasn't trading this weekend. So there's no data that in this chart, there's no data that we went down to 42K because it was the weekend. But we opened up the futures market at around 49K. Right? We ended it at 51,600. So we created a gap. That has to be filled. That's another thing. Usually gaps need to be filled, and in order to fill this, we have to bounce back all the way up to 51,600. All right? But if that happens, there's a good chance it's gonna try to go back up all the way up here where this orange line is, because that's usually what it does. When something dips or spikes, it always tries to go in the middle. It always tries to go back in that orange line. Look at the history, right? Just look left, look to your left, look what happens, right? Every time, right? This is the futures chart also, okay? It goes up, goes back down to the middle, goes down, goes back to the middle. It always tries to go back to the middle. So if this thing fills that gap up here, that means it's a good probability that it's gonna continue to go back up all the way up here, maybe to what, around 54,000 around this time in December, what, let's say December 7th, December 8th, and around that time that's gonna meet up with this line going down right there. So you can just kind of see the future by just looking at this chart right here. All right, and that's what I see. So it's not over yet. Again, look at the weekly chart, right? We are still in the uptrend in the futures market, right? We're still in the uptrend. We haven't closed below that line that I said, that support, okay? And we are forming a squeeze. And what happens usually on a squeeze? Look what happened to this squeeze right here, right? When that we were on the upper side of this squeeze, we're on the upper side of that squeeze, and then when we finally broke out, boom. You see what happened? And then look, we're forming another squeeze. It's just another stroll in the park. Okay, nothing to worry about as of right now. Let's just see what happens, what plays out in the next few days. Okay, so yeah, I mean, even the daily chart on the futures chart looks pretty nice too. It looks like it's about to bounce back up. Okay, just want to give y'all that quick overview, just not to worry. And I'll give you another update tomorrow. Sorry, I've been MIA for a while. It's been quite hectic, quite busy. Also, I just want to point out that on-chain data, it showed that 77% of all people that sold are the ones that bought above 60K, and they're selling for a loss. These are people, these are brand new people, and they're pretty much selling their Bitcoin to the strong hands, to the whales, to the people that's been here for a long time. Okay, so that's what's happening right now. Okay, so nothing to worry about at the moment. Stay even keel, and just just go day to day. Keep accumulating more Bitcoin. It's actually a really good time to buy more. All right, that's it for now. Again, this is Crypto Cruise, and make sure to like and subscribe if you like these updates and like these short videos. Okay, and I'll see you till next time.